the tool is right behind you called a router. That one could hurt your fingers. That one there, and it's very noisy.
Yeah,
And turn that on, and man,
incidentally, for your information, what does a router do? Okay, a router was used to put this round edge. See this
See that round edge? That's done with
all the way around on these pieces?
Yeah.
That was done on the router.
yeah.
Actually, this cross also. This is more difficult than these straight edges, but this was done on a router. So you get a consistent radius. You remove the square edge and get a consistent radius.
It's extremely noisy. Trust me. So of course we have some noise canceling earmuffs.
And clamp them under pressure and leave them overnight. Then,
Take a small Dremel to
yeah, a Dremel is a handheld grinder, and he'll knock off all the rough edges. Then it goes to the router, and will, that's the one that will put the radiuses on here. And then it goes to sanding, and these require a lot of hand sanding.
Yeah, they don't go much.
And
to
we've
the machine.
got, we split that up between two of our people because it's tiresome.
Handwork. Just
It's handwork.
They do it in their apartment.
Yeah, and they do that in their apartment. And then it comes to me, I'm the kind of inspection, and I actually stamp this on. It's not embossed, it is stamped. The words there, the Lord is my shepherd. And then it has been going upstairs to Dave Nelson, and he's been finishing it in his kitchen or out on his deck doing the spraying. And of course, with winter coming, we were looking at being in trouble. So we have just purchased, and we found a very inexpensive small paint booth, and it's about
It's
20
being
steps
set up
outside
right
of
now.
here. We'll
It's
show
really-
you that.
really a
And
nice-
it's really neat. It's got LED lights around it. It's got a turntable, and it exhausts the air so that when you're spraying the fumes, and it pulls that air through a filter, and then it filters out the airborne.
Yeah, and the excess of
And so it filters that and then dumps the air back inside here. So Dave's wife was really happy to see us get that paint booth and get this process out of her kitchen.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of hand work that goes into this. This is probably the product that requires more.
Yeah, that was just we did some practice. We made up one. I think we made up a couple.
Yeah.
And that we looked at them just to be sure. Well, which one do we want to be making? Then the decision was made to go this route because we could get our people all organized to help with it, and which worked out better because it's a result of many people then.
Yeah,
Different people
right.
do
It's-
different things.
Could Calvin touch that or feel how smooth it is?
Oh, here, grab it in your
Yeah.
hand and hold it like this.
And it's
Yeah,
considered comfort
right.
cross, yeah.
And it has a comforting feel.
Yeah,
And,
it's really nice.
and as I say, this is really just right now overcoming the sales on the toaster tong. We're right at 100 for each of them.
We don't use. But against the wall over there, I'll have to, show you what.
Take a look.
This kind of gives us just a little bit of history at any rate. This is actually a drill press, and it's a working drill press. We don't use it because we have other drill presses. These are antique tools and some oddities that would come in, and some of them are usable, and some of them just sit there, you know. And of course, we're getting an electrician out here to change this. All the electric will be changed now. Know that that's coming. That's been in the works, and so that will happen soon. But these are the kind of little oddities that we look at. It kind of gives a little ambience, a little bit of an interest area, and of course we like it. We like to give instructions when we use the power tools whenever we can, because we want people to work safely, and so of course, and then we have a dust collector underneath it. When you fire both of them up, then the sawdust then goes back into a vacuum.
And so Kellen, here's a lathe which makes square pieces round. This is a table saw, and this is primarily used to rip boards. You might have a board as long as 8 feet long, and you want to split it in half.
You like push it through.
Yeah, right. You feed it through like this, and so this is primarily used for ripping. This saw over here, the radial arm saw, is primarily used to cut off. The saw pulls. The saw pulls out across. You set the board here, and this then pulls out, and you cut it off, and you can chop up pieces real fast on here.
It makes it so you cut a real square edge on it.
And so we've explained the router going around behind Burrow. That next machine is the one we use for metal only, and that's used to sharpen our tools.
The sharpening scissors is made for that. This tool is made to do just that. And then right behind me here, we have a wood carving bench. I just left some wood on here, but when you're carving something and you want to nail it down, you do this, and then it doesn't move, and you can work on it. This bench then also will put boards in here and cinch them together. I was going to move this, never got that moved off yet. It moves it. We'll move that in the other room. You'll see where it goes when you visit the other side there.
And the next, I assume you know what a vise is. Clamp pieces.
We got all kinds of stuff.
And the next one is a drill press. That handle there, pull that handle down.
Just pull it down. Yeah,
So
that's what it does.
you turn the drill on.
Yeah,
it's
that's a
rotating.
2-inch drill.
Yeah, and you would
You can drill
Pull-
2 inches down with it.
pull that through.
And it can be used for metal. That one of the tools that we can use for metal.
And the next tool is a scroll saw. It's got a very fine, small, narrow blade.
You can see right away that we have, of course, you're familiar with grindstones. We, of course, have that as well.
And
then
that
this
would be used to do very fine,
scroll saw work, you know.
fine radiuses, fine detail work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be the function of that.
Yeah, that's right. This, of course, is a belt tuned into here, so
A
that
flat belt and a round
we got
abrasive.
different grits for this. This is a coarse one, but we have some that are finer, so you can get a polish more. So the grits are